crafty friends, little box I wanted to share with you today. It's a real little cutie. I found one on Pinterest. I can't actually, it's the lady's website was Stempel Fantasy. I think it's German, but I'm not really sure, and I don't think I've pronounced it properly. So I will put it up on my blog and you'll be able to go and have a look at hers. Hers was a lot smaller. What I actually have here is, I love the design of what she'd made, so I just enhanced it and made it big enough to take that size Easter egg. Now, it did have a sticker on it, and I did try to take it off, and it was just a mess. So this one here, I've left the sticker on. Now, inside it has a little area to hold the egg in place. These are just the Cadbury egg. I think they were $2.50 each. I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, I bought them the other day, and I haven't eaten either of them, so that's a surprise in itself. So this just fits it nicely. It's oh goodness, it's 2.5 inches high by 2 3/8 of an inch wide by 3 and 5/8 of an inch deep. God, I tell you. So 2 3/8, 3 5/8, and 2.5. Yes, that's it. I think I've got it right now. And the stamp set I'm using is this little one here. It's just one of our little minis for $5, and it's a bunny basket, and I love it. I just think it's so cute. So this one here I've made in ballerina, and I've used the light side for the box and the dark side for the oval. I just used the white, just some white daisy, white daisy there. I've used our basic and our stitched oval, so I've used the 2.5 and the 2 1/4 inch, and that's about it. And I painted the little bunny using ink, but I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So we're going to be making this one today in Carolina, which I love. This is the dark side. I've actually decided to use the light side. This is the Something Fierce paper, just the same as that. This is the bulk paper, so from out of the card making one, which I really love. But anyway, but you could use anything you wanted on here, but I like this one, so I'm using it today. Now that measures 2 1/4 by 3.5. Our bit for the inside measures 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. That's just a bit of scrap to cut out the white oval. These pieces here measure 3 7/8 by 8 5/8, and you need to cut 2. So let's get on with it. So I'll bring up the scoreboard. Now we're going to score on these ones here. We're going to score at 2.5 inches on all 4 sides. Oh, good Lord, I just went crooked. I tell ya. Now if I'm careful, I can just smooth that back. Yep, that'll do. So 2.5 on all 4 sides. Right, I'll move this out of the way. Now what we're going to do here, on one piece, it doesn't matter which piece, either one, from that double score line where it goes down and across from there to there, we're going to make a score. You could draw it in with pencil, but I think scoring it, then you don't have to rub it out. And you're going to repeat that on the other side. So in and across. So it's from where the score line intersects here to the point of the other one on the other end. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's what you're going to do. Okay? So what we're going to do next is take our scissors, and I'm going to cut this out. So I'm going to cut along that score line, and then I'm going to cut up here and remove this section completely. So I'll cut up here, and then cut along that score line, and remove that completely. So it'll look like that. Now I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to cut up these score lines here. And this is to make the top. Now I've done that, we'll burnish and fold all this section. Just like that. Right, so that's all done. Now we'll just do the other piece. I'll pop that aside for a second. So these ones here cut this way. Yes, it cuts on the shorter side. You're cutting down. And then we'll burnish and fold the score lines. Now what I'm going to do is bring the trimmer back up, and I'm going to tuck the middle section under, and I'm going to lay this onto here, and I'm going to lay it on here at the 3/4 inch mark on this side. Hope you can see that. And I'm going to cut 3/4 of an inch off those two pieces. And I'll repeat that on the other side. So lay it in at 3/4 of an inch and cut that off. And I'll bring this piece in, and because you've got a straight edge there, you lay that in. Oh, tuck that middle bit under. Lay that in because you don't want to cut that middle bit off. And then remove those. So everything's cut at all those little tabs are cut at 3/4 of an inch off. Now to put it all together. So what we're going to do now is take some adhesive, and which is the bit I did that mistake on. There it is. So I'll make this the back. So onto this section and onto here on this side here. So this section here. Now I did try to put this together after it was made up, but it didn't work. You need to do this beforehand. So I'm just going to line that up. Come on. Oh, dearie me. Oh, it's been very tricky. So line that, that's better. Line that up with that with the, what do you call it? This fold line there, and adhere that piece on. So then that will become, so now, I don't know if you can't see it very well, so there's the top of the box and there's the base of the box. Now we're going to join the box together. So I'm going to add adhesive. Oh, I forgot to trim these. Don't forget to wedge these sections. Noodle head. Wedge them before you put the bit together. So on your little short tabs now. So wedge all these sections here. And the two up here. Wedge those as well. You don't want to take a lot off, it's just enough to hold it into place. There we go. Now we'll put the box together. So now you need to add adhesive onto all of these sections. And our box is almost made. Right, so taking the centre section, lay that on first and line it up. So that's the back of the box done. Now for the front, I'll just marry those edges up. And I like to get my bone folder in there. Now for the front, I'll just give that a bit of a press in place, and there's your box done, just like that. How cool and simple is that one? And I just like to take my, once I've got it put together, I like to just get this the 1 inch circle, just line it up in the middle and put a little finger hole in it, so that when you go to open the box it's easy to open and close. Now we will take our paper, we're going to put that onto the front. Now it's got a 1/16 of an inch border. Well, that'll have to do. I've got stuck it down there now. Should have a 1/16 of an inch border all the way around. Now we're going to cut out our centerpiece, which I didn't score. Now, with our centre piece, we're going to score that at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. Oh, I'll just cut that. I was a bit heavy-handed there, and I've split it. And then we'll fold and burnish the score lines. And I've cut it there, but that's alright, I can make another one later. So I'm just going to cut them away like so. I have to be careful because I stuck myself with my scissors before. Very unpleasant. Rightio. So now, oh, sorry, I have to get rid of this mess. Still my head in. So now we will take our ovals, and I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape. Just to hold this one here in place, because I want to use the oval out of the middle. I want to use that. I'll just pick up the Big Shot. Ooh, the box from last time. So here are our I mean, if you wanted to, you could quite easily put the oval in the top of the box and then put a piece of page protector in underneath, like I did with the boxes from last week. But I thought this would look really cool. So I'll just take that off. I might even, yep, I'll use the dark side up. So I'll put them over there. Take our box, take our piece, and that should just fit just nicely inside for our egg to sit on it. Just like so. Shut the lid. Now we're going to stamp and colour in our little bunny. So I'll move that over there. So I've got the bunny on my block. That's a 2 inch by 3.5 inch block, and I'm using the Intense black ink. I'm just going to line him up so he fits just perfectly onto this. There he is, so cute. I just love him. Oh, I haven't cut a bit out for the name tag. I'll do that in a minute. So there's that, and we'll colour that in. Oh, I better get a piece. I better cut this out. Gosh. I want this at 3/4 of an inch. I'll cut it off first. So I'll cut this out. I'll cut it out. What's that? 2 1/8 will do. By 3/4 of an inch. Ta-da! At least I think that's the size I want. Nope. Must be 2 5/8. Oh, that went crooked. Let's try that again. Goodness gracious. So 2 1/8 by 2 5/8. That's it. Done it. Ta-da! And I'll stamp my Happy Easter on there in black memento, what's it called? Intense black ink. There we are. Done. Done and dusted. Yep, I've made it a little bit longer than the other one, but you know what? I can live with it. So, now we are going to colour in our little bunny. Now, I'll start off with the basket. Now, I've just got one of our little brushes here. I don't have any water in it because I find it can be too runny. So, oh, geez, can't get the lid off. I've just got a little plastic container. I put a tiny amount of water in, just so I can have just a little bit. I didn't want too much. And I'm going to take my smallest block, stamp it into the ink, and this is almond. So I just, one moment, sorry about that, I just had to take a phone call, but that's okay. So the ink I've used here is almond. I've just dipped my brush into a little bit of water, take off the excess. Now onto the block. Now I'm just going to gently just add some colour to my basket with the ink and use it like a watercolour. Of course my painting skills aren't the best. Oh, look at that, I've got that everywhere. Yeah. Rightio, so I'll clean out that. I just want it to have a rustic look about it. I don't want it to be like beautifully coloured in. Ow, just stuck my hand in the ink. So I do have a little wipey cloth that was an old baby nappy, so I just rub my block clean, pick up the next lot of ink, get this ready, and just paint the little, pick up the ink, just paint that in, rub that off, wipe that off again, go to the next one, which I'm going to do is the pebble. It was pebble, yes it is. So use the pebble ink, pick that up again. So this is just a good way of just picking up some colour, and I'm just going to paint my little bunny in the pebble. When this is dries, it's quite a nice light grey colour. I didn't bother to colour in the other one, I left that white, but I thought on the little blue box I'd colour the little bunny in the grey. I've dropped my cloth, hang on. So there, and now I will wipe that clean, and I'm going to do some pink. So I've chosen the Pixie just to colour into his ears. Like I said, this is just a little, so just pick that up and just add a little bit of colour into the inside of his ears and on the top of his little nose. There we go. So that's him done. And I've used the finer tip on one of these brushes. I'll just cover that water up before I spill it. wipe that off. Now my block's all nice and clean. Now I'm going to attach my little bunny to my, and I like to cut my 3D foam dots in half when I've got bigger ones left over, and attach that to the back. Attach that to my little, that's not straight. Yeah, that'll do. Grab my box back in, put some more 3D foam dots on the back. Attach that to the front of my box. And then I'm just going to attach that straight to the bottom. If you wanted to add some more things under that, you could. I just like it the way it is. Put that underneath, and there's my little Happy Easter box in the blue and in the ballerina. So I hope you like this little box and give it a go. Till next time, keep on creating, and bye for now.